Hey guys, welcome to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan. Peanut, don't sneeze while I'm doing an introduction. It's reading.
Sorry.
I can't see you, Peanut.
Well, you need to pan down then. Pan down.
Stop yelling at me. So this is a part 2, a continuation of yesterday's video. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, the same rules apply today, okay? You're only, raise your hand, do your thing. You're only watching this video for pure entertainment. Please do not take away any educational points from this video, especially this one. The one previous wasn't bad, but that rule I did there applies to this one. Are codes laws? Am I breaking the law? Let's just hope Shaquifa, my parole agent, isn't watching this one. So let's just pick up where we left off and jump into this video. So my tiny house is right there. The shipping container obviously is right here. So I'm going to do 2 posts right here with a sheet of plywood. Going to do a substantial roofing system on top of it. Probably won't film any of that because it's going to be a lot of cutting. But I will have a power box inside this that I can tee off of. I can send some of that power to my tiny house and I can send some of the power here. Obviously, depending on a lot of things. But time to dig. If you don't know what this tool is, it's called a post hole digger. When I started my career in carpentry, I worked for my uncle. He handed me one of these and said, go dig 22 holes, 30 some odd inches down. I said, what? He said, you didn't want to go to college. Here's your education. And it was at that moment I should have realized, get out and run. But I was like, this is fun. But it is not. After 10 years, and a broken back, and that is hard shit. I said, no more. So, with that, children, go get your degree in construction management. Wear your nice polo and khakis, and don't care that the other construction workers are looking at you like, you little rich bitch. Just look back at them and be like, I am rich, bitches. So my landlords could come home one day and be like, Dan, oh, I should make him sound masculine. Dan, I don't think this is working out anymore. We're gonna need you to find somewhere else to live. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of this needs to be temporary. I might need to pull this wire. I spent what, $350 on the wire. I spent, it was $1 a foot, $250 on the conduit. It needs to be removable. So everything here is just temporary. That's why this is not pressure treated, but pressure treated might be a good idea for you. Oh, I probably should have twisted it. Those are so off. You can't tell how bad those are, but they're horrible. Oh gosh. Whatever. Got a piece of plywood. Boom to boom. A little roof, maybe some sides, maybe a rubber cover. Daniel, cover that with a rubber. Only a gun that shoots different size nails. Key. I can do like a little roof. Maybe. Alright, so I got this thing. I don't know if it's rated for exterior. It looks like it might be. But, do you think I care? It's called being in the right place at the right time. Right there. Good. So I got these things. I think they're code. Code. You know, because I'm staying within code. I'm unsubscribing. My mother doesn't love me. Audio. Yeah, there it is. You guys wouldn't know this, but probably the one word I say the most in my videos that never makes it into the videos is the word audio. 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 I really don't want to stick all this in, but I want to have enough to get into my house. I don't want to buy 25 feet of this shit. They look the same. You dumb motherfucker. So, in this wire, this is 8-3 wire, so there's 3 wires, and then there's a ground wire, 8-3. 8.3 carries 40 or 50 amps. I've got a ground wire. We're gonna push this right here. Eventually hook up a ground thing. Red is gonna be hot. Put that right there. And then white is gonna go with that up top. Just use the already pre-installed bus bar that's right up here. Good. Giving myself some slack. I wanted to punch the guy in Lowe's today. I opened the box that this thing came in, and he was like, he came down the aisle, was like, "Did you open that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he gave me this face like, I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna buy it. Get the hell out of here. What, did you just need a better look at it?" I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking idiot." And I wanted to, like, what the hell? What happened to, how's it going, sir? How can I help you? I really want to put my mouth on it. Daniel? I'm sure that's not the only thing you want to put your mouth on. Mom, stop it. Oh, I'm just saying, it's okay if you want to put your mouth on things, okay? All right, so the whole reason I'm doing this is so that I can use the welder plasma cutter. And this is what I need to connect into, something like this. This is for indoor use. So, you know, again, don't do anything I do. I could probably get like a box or something. So this breaker box holds 6 fuse breakers. Yeah. And this one, this is going to take 2 of those. My tiny house is going to take 2 of them. I'm going to have this exact wire coming in to, you know, the probably a 30 amp breaker, but a double, so 60 amps going to my house. I'm going to do the same here, 30 that comes to this, and then I'll leaves me with 2. I'll do 1 with an outlet box here. I'll do 20 amps so I can plug in the compressor if I need to over here. And then it also will give me a place to run a power cord over to the shipping container so I can work on it there. Then we can connect these, boom, boom, boom. We don't need the white, we just need the ground. What do you say?
And you need cutters?
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Is your uncle still around? Your cousin is your uncle?
Yeah.
That sounds like some North Carolina stuff for me. So this thing doesn't make any sense to me, but this is black. You do 2 hot wires and then a ground. My brain can't understand that. So this is 8 gauge wire. I thought it was good for 50 amps. The guy said it's 40 amps. To be safe, I'm only going to use 30 amp breakers. These are the double pole. I don't know exactly the terminology, but it's pulling off the red one and the black one. See how these things go every other? This one goes to the red, this one goes to the black. Red, black, red, black. So when you put one of these on, it's pulling from the 2 different ones. So you get that, you know, each one of these is carrying 120. 120, 120 is 240. Makes sense? So when this connects in, that'll give this thing 240. So I'm gonna hook this up to here. I got this. Ow, that hurt really bad. You see how it says 30?
What?
Go right there on that corner. Find the one that says 20. 20, 20. You got it? Good job. Is there another one that says 20? I would say this is winning. Would you say this is winning?
Yep.
I think I'm winning. So it's been a few days and I've got most of that box wired up good. So I talked to my landlord about what I was doing and what I did. Whoa, I didn't know I could zoom out like that. And they were all right with what I've done so far. They said I was okay. But I was also saying that I probably didn't have enough electricity running out here, so I was talking to them about running power from the barn to the house to upgrade that system. And then they were saying that, you know, their box in the basement in their house, their breaker box is full, and they also want to add one more breaker just so they can go out to their to another barn that they have that we never go in. So then we started talking about contacting the electrical company and having them come out and putting a new service in back here. So to the barn, I would have them run a new wire to the barn. And then I started thinking about, like, you know, digging the trench or telephone poles. I'm willing to throw another $1,000 into it so I have enough power for my house. I'd like to live in my house normal. I'd like to use my refrigerator. I'd like to use my washing machine. So I'm all right with throwing some more money into it as long as, you know, we've got an agreement I can stay here a couple of years, because I don't want to throw money into your shit and then you kick me out the next week. That would suck. But long story short, I still need to have power out there. So as of right now, I'm not going to bury that cable. So it's good that I put it in that conduit and I can roll it up when I'm done. But I can't connect it into the breaker box because then I would have to unwire it every time. So what I did is I installed one of these, all right? This is a 4-prong. I don't know any words, but what does it say? A 50 amp, 125, 250 volt outlet. I would believe that's something. And then on the end of the extension cord, I put that corresponding plug. I wired that up like that, put it inside there. So this should get plugged in to this. Oh, I just broke that. How does that happen? So this is plugged in now, and then I put a double 30 amp breaker on there. So I should be able to turn this on. It didn't pop. So right now this cord is live. So basically what I've got now is just a really long extension cord that goes to what I would consider like fail safes, just some safety precautions in between all these points. And I forgot to show you over there, but I did install a grounding rod over there, grounded it back to the box. That was never grounded, so it was a little dangerous. And then over at this box right here, I installed a grounding rod. Wanted to go in farther, but I hit something solid, so it didn't go in any farther. I know it's not the right way to ground it if you were paying attention to things, but I think it's better than nothing. Let's turn it on. Motherfucker, that's scary. So now this is live. It's 240 volts supposedly. So I also installed some of that 8-3 wire from the box to my tiny house, but I didn't connect it into the house. I still have to drill the hole and run it in there. Basically just got a cord ready to go until this long extension cord is hooked up permanently to something. I'm not going to connect it to my house. So, and then I also want to install some 20 amp outlets here just for other things. But before I go any further, the big thing, the whole reason I did this was to have this 240 here so I could run my Everlast Power Pro 164 SI. So let's shut this off just in case I die. Let's plug that in like that. And then maybe we're looking for smoke, sparks, not seeing any. So I've got air hooked up to this thing. I'm gonna turn this on. It sounds so much better than before. Let's see if this cuts. Peanut, run away. It works. That's 1/4 inch steel. So this is wonderful. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm really excited. I'm really happy that it actually works. If it'll plasma cut, it's definitely gonna weld. So this is awesome. Now the only problem at this point is that my power is right here and this machine has about a 8-foot extension cord on it. So I need to get an extension cord that runs from this thing and it will run all the way up to the front of the house. So basically a 50-foot extension cord. So I'll be able to work anywhere on this house with that extension cord. Now they sell them on Amazon for 120 bucks. I'm gonna try to buy local because this works. If I buy local, then I can do work today, tomorrow, all week. I'm off all week, so. But I guess that's where we're gonna end this video. I felt I was successful. That is a win in my books. I'm gonna have a drink and celebratory toast to myself and party on like a rock star. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel and you like this content, now again, this was just for entertainment, so you shouldn't have learned anything, even though it worked. Like, shut up, shut your mouth. I'm grounded, guys. I wasn't never grounded before. I'm grounded now. And I did it right. It works. And there's no fire yet. No smoke, flames. But yeah, sorry. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel and you like this shit that I'm doing here. Love to know your nonsense. Unless you're an electrician. I don't want to know your nonsense. Do not leave your nonsense down below if you're an electrician. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that. You're still going to. You're just I don't know what to say to get people to not comment, but people like the nonsense and I'm getting a lot of it. So thank you so much for leaving your nonsense. Hit that thumbs up and I will see you on the next video. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Is it flabby? It's a little flabby.